Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Wednesday, January 14th. Snow is already winding down in the Washington, D.C. metro region. It mainly affected the southern and eastern portions of the D.C. metro region. There was some snow at last hour across Dulles. It has ended at Reagan National Airport. Some areas received anywhere from a coating to about an inch of snow, especially in the southeastern side of town. That area of precipitation in the form of snow has moved across the Delmarva Peninsula into southern New Jersey. Last hour saw snow in Atlantic City, New Jersey, as well as Dover, Delaware. Here's the latest radar loop. Looks like the snow will stay south and east of the Philadelphia metro region and New York City metro region. Just too dry of an air mass here for this precipitation to advance much to the north and west. Actually, some decent echoes here in the latest radar loop. Perhaps some sleet and freezing rain mixed in right along the coastal sections, but again, last hour, decent snow falling over Dover and Atlantic City, New Jersey. Just now winding down in the D.C. metro region. This looks like it'll all get out of here over the next couple of hours or so. Again, right now, it looks like it'll snow in the Philadelphia metro region. If you take a look at the cloud cover, a nice gray overcast right now. However, it looks like it'll stay to the south and east and probably to the south and east of New York City, pulling out of the D.C. metro region as we speak. Well, here's another close-up look of the northeastern part of the country with some surface observations, just to kind of point out the extent of this dry air mass in the northeast part of the country. First of all, here the radar echoes here again, snowing now in Atlantic City and Dover, Delaware. Last hour saw snow still at Dulles Airport, but that should be ending probably. The next hour will show it to be just cloudy here. Notice the dew points here in blue. 10 degrees right here just west of Philadelphia. Dew point 11 degrees right here near New York City. Very, very dry Arctic air, and that's inhibiting any advancement to the north and west. Meanwhile, down over D.C., a 19 here just to the southwest of D.C., a 23 dew point. So a little bit more moisture here, 20 right here in central Delaware for a dew point. So dry air is really inhibiting any advancement to the north and west. All of this should pull off the coast over the next couple of hours. Clearing skies should set in up and down the I-95 corridor by tonight. Well, once this precipitation area moves off the coast this morning, it looks like it'll be fairly tranquil for the next couple of days. Some sunshine on Thursday and Friday up and down the I-95 corridor. Still cold for this time of the year. We do modify by the weekend. This is the forecast map for Friday evening from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. Then we'll look 24 hours later at Saturday evening and then Sunday evening. There's a potential for a coastal storm on Sunday. It looks like it would be in the form of rain here in the immediate I-95 corridor region, but there are some signs now of that possibility of a coastal storm just at the time some colder air is moving in, which should arrive for the early part of next week. Well, by Friday evening, still a cold air mass here in the northeastern part of the country. Kind of a reinforcing cold front arrives at the end of the week. Friday looks like it'll be a windy day, still cold for this time of the year. But once this high pulls off the coast, some milder air will return to the mid-Atlantic region for the weekend. Let's now jump ahead to the Saturday evening forecast map. And here's the forecast for Saturday evening. High pressure off the east coast. That promotes a southwesterly flow in the lower part of the atmosphere. The freezing line at 850 millibars moved all the way into New England. Saturday could certainly feature high temperatures at 40 degrees or even higher in the I-95 corridor. There's another cold front starting to show up on the maps here. It looks like it'll arrive the early part of next week. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours to the Sunday evening forecast map. Well, here we go. It remains on the mild side for a good part of the day on Sunday, but then colder air moves in at the same time. Low pressure is starting to show up in some of the computer forecast models right along the coast here. It certainly looks like there's a chance for some rain over the immediate coastline into the I-95 corridor later Sunday night time frame. Following that, colder air moves back into the mid-Atlantic region for the early part of next week. As is typical in an overall cold weather pattern, whenever you see a warm-up coming down the road, let's say at the medium range 5 or 10 days out, it tends to become less and less impressive as you get closer and closer to that time frame. Indeed, what looked like a warm week for next week is not looking as warm anymore. This cold front comes through late in the day, Sunday night. It gets colder early next week, and right now it looks like it actually will stay pretty cold. We may even have to deal with a couple of clipper systems towards the middle and latter part of next week. Those type of fast-moving systems that drop south and east across the northern U.S. in cold air. So if anything, the clipper systems are more likely to produce snow in this area. Again, that's the middle or latter part of next week, following a temporary warm-up this weekend. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.